Hello everybody, it is Tom Lyons here from MakingItFindable.com, and today I was looking at my Google Reader and I saw that Tech Savvy Agent had mentioned that Google is eliminating real estate. And what do they mean? What they mean by that is on Google Maps you had the ability to be able to go view listings that were for sale or foreclosures or bankruptcies or whatever. You could go look. So an example is in my hometown, I can go to Google Maps, go homes in Belleville, and you can see it's showing home builders, that sort of thing. I can do an advanced search and just look up, let's go, Belleville homes for sale. And that's pretty clear to Google what I'm looking for, right? And it looks like they're already starting to remove it. So you could go in there and you could look for homes that were for sale. You could look for real estate. It was an option under here. It looks like they've already started to remove it. So the point was that in here you could see all the different homes that were for sale, that sort of idea. Google's removing that feature off of their product, off of the Google Maps product. And as I was looking through that section, I went and took a look at their announcement for it. And if you go look at the announcement, here it is, right? They talk about blah, blah, blah. We're going to remove it, but we still want to support the public who's looking for it. There's lots of different ways to do it. Real estate agents have been doing a great job, blah, blah, blah. In our attempt to support people, there is still Google for Real Estate Professionals. So, of course, I went and followed that. And that took me to Google for Real Estate Professionals. And lo and behold, Google has put together a set of tools designed specifically for you guys. Now, all of them are available separately, of course, and I'm sure many of you are currently using them in one way or another. The first one being Google Places, which allows you to claim your listings. And this is a really important one because I'm going to show you a search result I did for Calgary, Alberta. And this is a really good example of how Google Places is becoming as important or more important than doing just your natural SEO. So look at the results here. Google Places result, Google Places, Google Places, Google Places, Google Places. Natural search, natural search, natural search. So you can see that people that have claimed their listings, many of them are ranking near the top. And I did the same for Calgary Home Builder. And watch this. This is crazy, right? Google Places, Google Places, Google Places, all the way down to near the bottom of the page, and then news comes out, and then natural search comes out, right? So natural search, and so you can make all that effort to try and get yourself to the top of Google, and you could have been there for all these years and you're thinking, this is great, I'm at the top, I'm bringing in the traffic, things are fantastic, and then out of the blue Google will make a change like this and all of a sudden you're at the bottom, and it's all because you didn't claim your listing. So go to Google Places, click on it, go set up your account. If you already have a Google account, you can log in with that and claim your listing. Okay, claim your listing, and to do that you go in, you fill in your information about the listing that you're trying to claim, and what they'll do is they'll send you a PIN number either by your phone, by your cell phone, or they'll mail you a postcard with your PIN number on it. So use one of those two tools. So next is Google AdWords, and if you're not using Google AdWords, I think you're making a big mistake. A lot of people talk about it going, well, it costs money. Well, you know what, advertising does cost money. There's no doubt about it, and I think as realtors, you're already familiar with the fact that you need to promote yourself in one way or another. Google AdWords outperforms natural search, at least in my experience with the clients that I have. It outperforms natural search results for conversion. So you know what, natural search is free. Once you get the position, you got to pay to get there. There's no doubt. You're either paying with time and energy by making sure that you're doing posts, you're building links, you're building authority, you're building trust, all those things that Google appreciates and rewards you for, and allows you to rank for the terms that you want to because you do them. But if you take the equal amount of traffic from each source, Google AdWords and Google Natural Search, Google AdWords, in my experience, is outperforming 4 to 5 to 1 in actually generating leads. People that are willing to fill out a form and contact you and talk to you. So AdWords is worth doing and should be part of your marketing campaign. Don't ignore natural search by any means, but don't ignore Google AdWords either, just because you think you might have to pay 35 cents a click or 80 cents a click or whatever you need to pay. And the key with AdWords is segmenting your data out. You know, go after smaller neighborhoods, segment out the city and build campaigns around it. So an example is if you live in the city of, I don't know, we'll make a city up, Tomville, and you live in the city of Tomville, and within Tomville there's Tom Heights and Tom Meadows and Tom Hills, and in each one of those neighborhoods you can build a campaign around, you know, Tom Hills real estate, Tom Hills homes for sale, Tom Hills foreclosures, Tom Hill bankruptcy, Tom Hill luxury homes, Tom Hills waterfront. You can build that up, and then build one for each neighborhood. And the reason why you do that is because people will actually search for those particular terms, and you will pay significantly less per click for them, as opposed to trying to compete against everybody who's doing Tomville real estate and competing, you know, for $1 a click on that or $2 a click on that, and go from there. So it's all about segmenting and taking the time to do it. Then the next one, of course, is YouTube. And if you're not doing YouTube videos, you need to get out there and you need to start doing them. YouTube itself doesn't drive a lot of traffic, but the ability to put your videos, once you've created them, onto Facebook, embed them in your blog, share them out on Twitter, that is what generates it. And because video is so engaging, and because people enjoy watching video, it's a must-have in your marketing campaign. We've been doing video for a long time on our listings, and the feedback is always fantastic. It's always great. We have thousands of views on our videos now. You know, and that's great to show a client too. That's a good example of where you can go into a client and you can go, look, we've priced your house here. We've done a high-definition video, and we've got fantastic photos up. And over this period of time, we've had 600 people look at the video. We've only had 2 showings and no offers. I think it's time we consider looking at your price and seeing whether or not it needs a price reduction. So it's a great way to lead into that, because of course you know that the price probably needs a reduction on it. A lot of the times the buyers somehow convinced you to sell their house for more than what it was worth. You took the listing on, knowing it was probably a mistake, because you didn't get them to price it correctly, and now you need them to price it correctly so that their house will sell and they'll be happy with you and happy with your services. So but you need information to make that claim. You can't just walk in and say, well, we need to reduce the price. They'll say, well, we don't think you marketed the house correctly. This is great data. When you can go in and you can show that, look, we've had a ton of people look at this house online. We've had a ton of, and this has how many people have come to actually look at your house, and this is how many offers you've had. It's pretty hard to start arguing with those with that type of logic. So keep that in mind. Start using YouTube. If you don't have a video camera, you can use the iPhone 4 has a high definition, so you can use it. It's not great in low light settings, but it still does a good job. And you can actually buy a case with a wide-angle lens on it. You can also go to Kodak, and Kodak has the ZI-8, which has an external plug, which means you can put a lapel mic on and get really good audio out of it. It does a great job, and it's high definition, and I've got on my website a link or at least a video showing how we hacked ours and put a wide-angle lens on it. But Kodak has a new one out called the Kodak Play Touch, and go check that one out, because the Kodak Play Touch, if I go look, let's do a quick search for you. Kodak Play Touch. Here it is here. So this is the camera here. And as you can see, it's a high definition, big screen on the back so you can see what you're doing. It does fantastic video. And more importantly, and this is what I love about it, it still has the external mic jack so you can put the lapel mic in it. But you can buy a wide angle lens for it that has a easy magnetic mount. It says on it, easy magnetic mount, for $19.99. How fantastic is that? For $20 you get a wide-angle lens, and it does a great job. I've seen comparatives between the ZI-8, Kodak ZI-8, which is the one we use, and we really like it, compared to the Play Touch. And the Play Touch actually does a wider angle spread and looks fantastic. So really, if you're looking at a camera, look at it, because it's $159 from the Kodak site, and I'll try and find the link for you and put it in the notes below this video, but the Kodak has a 20% discount for real estate agents on these products, so you can get 20% off the camera and then 20% off the lens still. So good deal for real estate. Kodak's really embracing the real estate community. It's fantastic. Where are we here? So you got Google Earth, which allows you to do photo imagery and allows you to get down to Street View, and you can do satellite imagery of the neighborhood, that sort of idea. So of course you want to use it to be able to take shots and add that to your listing information. And then of course you've got Google SketchUp. And Google SketchUp allows you to do floor plans and that sort of idea. So anyway, trying to keep it a little short here. I know it's gotten a little bit long, but Google for real estate professionals, who knew? They've put together a package just for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you soon.